Hi, welcome to another posting of this mk2 Jaguar wide body two-door coupe I'm building. Bit of a time since I last made a posting of what I've been doing. Things have been going a bit slow. But anyway, pardon me, satellite pod fitted. What else was I've been doing since I last gave a posting? I'll tell you what I have done. The size of the wheels I've put on so large, when they tuck in on the turning circle, the radius which they go through, the wheel is coming into the firewall here. So I'm making a panel that goes in there like that. Pardon me. And that will then allow the wheel to go in without catching any of the bodywork or like and damaging the tyre. So that's what I've been up to. I'll show you the other side which I've done. There, a bit dark, I can't put a light in, but it just allows the wheel to come in without fouling, basically. I made a cradle to move the body around. Another thing I've done, when I cut the firewall back to move the engine further back by 8 inches, there's a reinforcing box section that goes from one side to the other in the back, and because obviously I cut it to move the firewall back, I felt that this strength in the rear and here, which comes from the chassis leg, is all attached to the suspension. And this goes up into the top of the A post, and then it was braced across to this one. So it was basically sort of like making a triangle, making it extremely rigid to stop these two spreading out as it tries to twist. So what I've done is I've welded, see if you can see it, just hold on. It's gone a bit dark there, hold on. Let's have a look at this side. See if got a bit of light? No. About right really, isn't it? I don't know if you can see it, but anyway. There's a bracket there I've made. Same on the other side, have you just seen? And then there. Bracket there. Have to excuse the coughing. Anyway, what I've done with this is I'm going to make a strap to strap from there, from this reinforcing brace it up to top of the firewall, which I've put some 3mm plate, well there's some 3mm plate onto the actual body, and then I've made these brackets, these lugs to work, and I've welded them onto that 3mm. And then there'll be another strap coming from that centre brace to this brace here. And I've used, just bear with me, these rose joints. And the idea behind this is I can adjust this rose joint so that when I come to bolt the flange onto that flange, and same at this side, I'm going to set it with a 3mm gap, so I can adjust it with the thread there on the rose joint. So there's a 3mm gap between my strapping bar to this flange, and same that side. And when I bolt it up, it'll put this under tension. Idea being, once the whole system's the whole tub's under tension, there'll be less likelihood of it moving because they're both set at 3mm the tension. So that's why I use a rose joint instead of just strapping a strap up to there, because you get some amount of movement with any member. It's a bit like a bicycle wheel, that's my idea anyway. The reason also I've got it on these wheels and the frame is I've been shot blasting, so the car's covered in shot blast. You can see what I've done so far. I did a little bit last night, so I'm on with that at the moment as well. Waiting for stuff on my anvils coming from America. Apparently they are in country now, so I've been tracking them. So once I've shot blasted it and I've got all body clean, I'm going to prime it up with the etch primer. I'm also going to treat it with some phosphoric acid just to make sure that any parts of which the shot blaster hasn't got to pinches anything else off. And like I said, then I'll prime it with some etch primer, pardon me, and then I'll start making my book. And hopefully by that time I'll have my lower anvils for English wheel, and we'll be able to get on with making these rear quarters. That's about it really so far. I've done nothing else really, but there you go. Anyway, enjoy.